Hello. Welcome to day 15 of Laugh, Cry, Repeat. I am in a parking lot outside of an AM/PM mini market in my car. It's 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, June, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm really, really tired. And I'm making this looking weird at the camera because my kids were mocking me about doing it in portrait before. So I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm hoping everything is going well with this video recording. But I wanted to record this now before I get home because my house is crazy with dogs and whatnot. And what I'm doing, and I'm like stumbling over my words because I'm getting ready to tell you guys about like a mini challenge that I'm doing within the challenge. As you know, I'm doing this 100-day challenge. I'm day 15, so I have 85 left of that I'm going to meditate every day and that I'm going to make a video of it every day. And that if I don't do those things every day for 100 days, then I will have to get another tattoo, which I do not want. So this morning in my meditation, I had a bad night's sleep last night, not because of anything other than the fact that I went to bed very late. Had a couple of glasses of wine or more yesterday. Woke up with hot flashes and whatnot. And a lot of times what will happen is I'll wake up at 4 a.m. and I know I'm not going to get back to sleep. So I did my meditation instead. So I laid there. It was actually the easiest, best meditation I've had since I started doing this. The hour just flew by. And I had a lot of insights. And that's where the whole concept of the challenge, a mini challenge within the challenge. Part of my personal growth process right now is to break anything that I have a habitual pattern of engaging in. So where I would normally say, no, I don't need your help with something, I'm saying, yes, thank you for the help. I'm trying to basically turn everything upside down and play and experiment around with, okay, what do I want? What's my life like? What are my patterns? How do I normally react to things? What are my triggers? What are I'm having a lot of conversations with people, what part of it is ego? What part of it is my true self and stuff? And so, something happened yesterday at Taekwondo. My son has started taking Taekwondo, and it was his second class. He had a trial class, but it was his first real day of Taekwondo. And it's tough for him. He's struggling. He's not an athlete by any stretch of the imagination. So the physical aspect of it is tough for him. So in the car on the way home, he said to me, he goes, what I did was there was a black belt and a second-degree black belt. And the second-degree black belt was showing some moves to the black belt. And he goes, Mom, I was watching that and I was in my mind trying to memorize some of those so that when I get to that level, I'll be able to do that. And I thought, oh my God, here's this kid who it's literally his first day of Taekwondo as a white belt. And he's not just looking at the yellow belt. He's not just looking at the orange belt or the green belt or any other belt. And he's not even just looking at the black belt. He's looking at the second-degree black belt, who's as far ahead of him as he could possibly be, right? And he's learning from that. That's the person he's looking at as an emulation role model. And I was like, oh my God, that's So then I started in my meditation. I'm like, well, okay, then who's my second-degree black belt? Who do I look up to? Who's my role model? Who in my areas of gold, my industry, who are the people that are legitimately second-degree black belt level success people? And 3 names came to mind. Tony Robbins, of course. Wayne Dyer, of course. And then this guy who I just discovered earlier this year, Kyle Cease. And he's the one who's the workshop I went to. So then I started thinking, well, the whole thing, if you want what someone has, do what they do. if you want to be who someone else is, then behave like them, think like them, act like them. So then I started thinking, all right, well, what does it take to operate at that level of excellence? And I watched the movie The Shift twice in the last month, once alone and then once with Larry. And I got different things out of it both times. But one thing that Wayne Dyer